Being a solopreneur, it's amazing, right? That freedom to call your own shots. But you and I both know it's also a unique kind of chaos, managing absolutely everything on your own. Today, we're going to look at a blueprint that's designed to flip that chaos into calm, focused control. Let's jump in.
I mean, let's be real. You're the CEO, you're the marketing department, you're the accountant, and you're the one actually doing the work. Every single thing lands on your plate. It's this constant juggling act, and sometimes it feels like you're just one dropped ball away from it all coming crashing down.
Yeah? Does this look painfully familiar? That feeling of being pulled in a million different directions all at once. Well, the first thing to know is you are so not alone in feeling this way. And the second, even better thing, is there is absolutely a way out of the overwhelm.
To find that way out, we first have to really understand the trap we're all in. So let's get into the science of it. Why is running a one-person show so uniquely tricky for our brains to handle? You know, for the longest time, we wore multitasking like a badge of honor, right? It was the solopreneur superpower. But it turns out the science has come in and it's completely debunked that whole idea. What we all thought was our biggest strength, it might actually be our biggest weakness.
And the cost of that myth? It is huge. Research from Stanford shows that when you're trying to multitask, your productivity can drop by up to 40%. I mean, just imagine for a second what you could accomplish if you got nearly half of your most valuable time back.
And it gets worse. Every single time you switch gears, jumping from writing an email to answering a call, it's not a clean switch. A study from the University of California found it takes on average over 23 minutes to get your full concentration back. 23 minutes. Think about how many times a day you do that. That lost time just piles up. And there's actually a name for this. It's called attention residue. It's like this little mental ghost. Even when you've moved on to the next thing, part of your brain is still stuck on that last task, which means you are never, ever giving 100% to what's in front of you. This is the real, hidden enemy of our productivity. Okay, so that's the problem, and it's a big one. But the solution isn't to go find some perfect, magical system. No, the solution is to build a system that's perfect for you. And that all starts with knowing your own personal style. So before we can even think about building a framework, we got to figure out who you are. Your natural tendencies are the most important part of this whole equation. So as we go through these next couple of slides, just ask yourself, which one of these sounds more like me? First up, are you a time structure or a time flexor? Do you get this deep sense of calm from a detailed, planned-out schedule? Or does the very idea of a rigid plan feel like a cage that's just going to kill your creativity? There's no wrong answer here, just what's true for you.
All right, next question. Are you a time deepener or a time multiplier? Do you get that amazing satisfaction from taking one thing and just seeing it all the way through from start to finish? Or do you get your energy from having a few different projects going at once, kind of bouncing between them?
And look, knowing this about yourself, it's literally the key to everything. The whole goal here is to stop fighting against your own nature. We want to build a system that works with you, so that being productive feels natural, not like some horrible chore you have to force yourself to do. Okay, so once you have that self-knowledge, now we can start building the core system. And this isn't about rigid rules. It's a truly flexible framework that's designed to bring some much-needed structure and, frankly, sanity to your work life. And here it is. This is the flexible framework. It looks simple, but it is so powerful. It's built on 3 essential pillars that all work together to give you that perfect balance of structure and freedom. We've got anchors, focus zones, and flex space. So let's quickly break that down. Anchors. Think of these as your non-negotiables, the things that happen no matter what, like a weekly planning meeting with yourself. Focus zones. This is your sacred, protected time for the deep work that actually moves your business forward. And flex space. This is the secret sauce. It's the built-in buffer for all the unexpected stuff life throws at you. Now let's talk about the most important anchor of all, that weekly planning session. I mean, check out this stat from Harvard Business Review. Just by doing this one habit, you become 42% more likely to actually achieve your biggest goals. That is a massive, massive return for a tiny bit of your time. And no, this doesn't have to be some huge, complicated ordeal. We're talking 1 hour. That's it, 60 minutes. You spend a little time looking back, a little time prioritizing what's next, you block out your focus zones on the calendar, and then you get everything ready to go. 1 hour to totally set your week up for a win.
All right,
So your plan is in place, your focus zones are on the calendar, but how do you actually protect that time? Next, we're going to talk about how to create an environment where focus isn't something you have to fight for, it's just the default.
I mean, let's be honest, we're fighting an uphill battle. The modern world is literally engineered to distract us. The average person gets interrupted every 11 minutes. And like we just learned, it can take almost 25 minutes to get back in the zone. We are living in a constant state of distraction and recovery. It's exhausting.
So what's the answer? You have to intentionally design a focus sanctuary. This means creating cues for your brain. Physical cues, like a specific spot that's only for deep work. Digital cues, like putting your phone on silent in another room and turning off all the notifications. And mental cues, like a simple little ritual to tell your brain, okay, it's time to lock in. Whew. Okay, so we've covered a ton, right? From the science of why being a solopreneur is so hard, to finding your personal productivity style, to building this flexible framework. So what's the next step on this journey from chaos to control?
Well, the core idea, the big transformation, is all about making this one shift, moving away from the chaotic myth of multitasking and into the calm, proactive control you get from a system that is built specifically for you.
Now, everything we've talked about here today, this is really just scratching the surface. So if you're feeling ready to go deeper and you want the complete step-by-step guide to putting all of this into practice in your business, then I'd love for you to check out the full Solopreneur Success Blueprint ebook. You can get it right now at thesoloflower.com. It's got everything we talked about today, plus worksheets, case studies, everything you need to build out your perfect system.
But before you go, I want to leave you with a question. Because learning this stuff is great, but doing something with it is what creates real change. So, based on everything you just heard, what is the one tiny thing you're going to change this week to start taking back control of your time? Thanks so much for watching.